Hello.
Hey, Tyler.
Hey. Hello, everyone. I'm going to share my screen. Can everyone see my screen?
Yep.
Great. Well, thank you. So is there any pre-submitted questions today?
Just one.
Okay.
Let me post that in the chat for everybody.
Okay. From Ramosh. Sorry, I just now saw it. Okay, your jQuery script, Ramosh. Now I get to you, Jeff, next. So Ramosh, can you come off mute, please?
Yeah. So basically, is it possible for me to share my screen, or like I want to show something? So the same thing I want here.
Sabrina, can you give him sharing permissions?
Yeah.
Yes.
Could you please? Yes.
Let me stop sharing my screen. Okay. Okay, Ramosh, what are you showing? If you're talking, I can't hear you.
Sorry, I was on mute. So can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Good. So I have replicated the issue, what I am faced in decisions. So with a sample HTML file. Okay. So I'll just reproduce the issue. So and I have a solution also for that, but I don't know how to apply it in the decisions. Okay. Okay. I will just explain the problem in a sample HTML. So, and the solution also I have in the sample HTML itself. The same logic I need to apply in the decision. That is my problem. Now, if you see here, this is a text box, right?
Yeah.
So here, whatever I have typed it previously, so all things value would be coming here, right? So this is the feature. So, but like what all the thing I have typed here, if I type n, all the thing, whatever I have used in the n, it would be coming up here. So it would be auto completing, right?
Yeah.
So like that. So say for example, if I am typing a car, okay. So car is not there. Now see here, if I click on that again, if I come back here, I can see car here. Car is here. So this is the issue. So for that, if in case of sample HTML, I have wrote a thing, JavaScript, where I can disable this, like autocomplete off if I made. Now, if you see here, I am refreshing my screen. So I could not see any of the things now. So even if I, say n, whatever I type, it won't come. So that logic I tried. So this is the script I want to be placed into the form, all forms of my project, whatever I create, all the forms, this has to be, this script has to be applied.
Okay.
So none of my input field should have that autocomplete feature enabled by default. That is my issue. So I want a resolution for this.
Okay, with the JavaScript control you're using, are you actually, how you plan it in decisions? Because if you're not using JavaScript control to control the text box, it will not override decisions.
Can I log into my decision?
Yeah.
What's in there?
Okay, I see you got your password in there.
Pardon?
Okay, I'm watching your screen.
No, I am logging in. 1 minute. Logging into Decisions app. Just 1 minute. So it's a common authentication. So 1 second.
Yep.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ramesh, I logged in actually.
Oh, okay. Can you share your screen quickly?
No, actually, I don't see any option for that.
Pardon?
I can't see. I don't see any option for sharing the screen.
No, I will ask. I don't know. So could you share? Could you give the sharing permission to Sabrina? Like, could you give the sharing permission to Kalyani?
Yes, I just promoted her to a panelist, so she should see a notification pop up shortly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I make
so
her?
Should I join as a panelist?
Yes.
Okay.
So you need to join as a
Yeah.
panelist.
Yes. Yeah. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Yeah.
So this is the problem. So we are facing it. So so all the text fields are having all the values which we have typed previously. Okay. Yeah. Taylor?
Yes, I see this. So you've seen all the saved info searched in, yes.
Sure. So now, so what we have done is, can you close this and can you go back to, Kalyani, go back to the JavaScript control, what we have tried? Kalyani?
Yeah.
Yeah, go back. Can I close this?
Okay, wait. Should share full screen.
Yeah. So here, so there is JavaScript is there. So in this, we created a JavaScript control. That's a textbox cache. So I don't know what is the issue we have made. It's not coming. So we have put the same JavaScript, whatever I showed, like we have applied here. So Kalyani, can you just open that in our notepad?
Yeah, I have opened.
No, but I could see only the browser.
Oh, okay.
We won't share the full screen. Yeah. So can you highlight that line? Can you highlight? Yeah. So Taylor, if you see here, the textbox cache issue dot prototype dot autocomplete, we have wrote a function that input that attribute autocomplete dot off.
Okay, so you got the autocomplete off, and you okay. How Decisions is rendering that, there could be a what to look at some browser settings in the INI file to see what is actually overriding it, because it's getting like it's getting your browser settings and overriding decisions. That makes sense. So
we
I
need
would
to do, okay.
What I would suggest doing is opening a support ticket for this, because this is going to be getting to your INI file, and I can't do that in the Lunch and Learn because that has a lot of settings in there. So we need just to open a support ticket for this and see if this is a limitation or something that we need to be a setting on to be able to do. Because that's the issue we're having here, is that Decisions isn't respecting the JavaScript. It's actually taking the browser settings. Does that make sense?
So basically, there is an issue in decisions itself. Are you saying, or I didn't get you?
It might be an issue. It might be a settings file that's in your settings file where there's some browser. Because what's going on is, instead of respecting this JavaScript control, it's respecting the browser settings. So like if you have autocomplete turned on for your browser, like Chrome, Firefox, Microsoft Edge, it's respecting that and not respecting the JavaScript control and decisions. Does that make sense?
No, yeah, but like like earlier, if I have shown you, so it's not a like be it a browser feature, but like we could control that using our JavaScript or jQuery, right? So the same JavaScript or jQuery, we can apply it to our decisions form as well, right? Because I understand like that is a browser feature, but through scripting we can change off, right? So that's what I'm trying to. But like, or else if that is an issue and we need to raise a ticket, that is also is fine. But so if you guide me how to apply this to the entire form or entire project, so I need to disable this. The script, if it is applied to all the input tag, so all these issues solved, but I don't know how to. Is this a way, whatever we have done, is it right?
I don't know the answer to that, because the way JavaScript controls with decisions forms is a little different. So let me take that back to my team and I'll get you an answer. And then I will also advise you to open a support ticket also. Then I'll get the support ticket and have it also looked at.
Okay, so you need to check with your team.
Yeah. And I know from 6 to the new version of 7. What version are you on, 6 or 7?
I think so. Kalyani, can you go to your decisions? So one second.
You're on 6. You're on 6.
We are on 6. Okay.
Yes. So in that 6 and 7 changed the UI quite a bit. So I need to make sure that we are making sure I'm telling the right version.
Okay. So okay. So if you come back if you have any solution again, like would I be receiving the email or how is that Taylor?
I will send you an email, follow-up email. Probably, I don't know if I'll get an answer today, but definitely by Monday or Tuesday.
Okay, okay, sure.
It's a holiday tomorrow for us, so it'd be Monday or Tuesday if I don't get an answer today.
Okay. So that's fine. That's fine, because I have already raised my question in this thing forum with my email ID. So if I get back the answer in my email, I am fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great. Okay. Let me see some questions. I know Jeff has a couple of questions. So data structure compilation error. Compile error. I'm not going to go to the C program files, decisions manager, PDF, line 24 column, CCHS already contains a definition for results. Okay.
Hey, thanks.
No problem.
So this is a strange issue. It kind of stems from us having to replace some data structures, because earlier versions of decisions let you create a data structure with the data structure name and the namespace, but now there's validations that prevent that. I don't know.
Yeah.
You might have worked with me on this already. So I'm on the last one that I'm doing, but it's giving me some trouble. Because when I create the new data structure and then I replace it in any data structures that are using that data structure, it's giving me this weird compiler that I'm not sure how to get around.
Okay, for that, let's see. Now I'm going to ask you this: have you tried compiling it with have you gone into the database itself in the query editor and actually trying to find this definition result?
No, and I'm not sure how to do that.
Okay, let me share my screen.
I did look at it on the code compile report, which I think is something similar, but maybe there's more information in the database.
Well, what was the database? You can always see all data structures right here. So you can see if there's a namespace that has that exact same namespace right here, like candidate processes, ticketing processes, designer entities, whatever that namespace, like you said in your question.
Yeah.
If you can see if there's one there, then maybe we can actually see what the code compile error is. And he said there's a forum on this already.
Yeah, I couldn't find it though. So you're saying go into the query editor?
Go in the query editor and see if you find the table name with the same namespace.
Okay. Now this is a simple flow structure, so I don't know if it's necessarily going to create a table. But...
Oh, it's a simple flow structure?
Yeah.
It's not a database assistant structure?
No, it's just a simple flow structure.
Then no, you won't find it in the database.
Okay.
I thought it was a persistent structure.
Yeah, so the error message gives you a path on the server. I want to that path. The file that it lists is not in the path, but I think that might be because it's stored somewhere else maybe and then compiled and put in the path since
it's compiled and fit in the path.
So I do find it on this code compile report, which lets you download the whole data structure service. So actually all the code buckets.
Yep.
And I find it in there. And when I look at the code, I don't see anything in that spot that looks like it would be a namespace problem.
And are you required to use the same namespace, or is there a reason why you're using the same namespace instead of using new result or some simple thing to change the namespace a little bit? Or does it have to be the exact same namespace?
Oh, it doesn't. And it's not the same. So the reason I'm creating a new one is because the name of the data structures in the namespace. So I created a new one with the name of the data structure not being in the namespace. The data structure name is the same, but the namespace is different.
Okay, and it still gave me the result error.
Yeah.
So I know with inside decisions, they with the new validation, sometimes the result doesn't provide. So I've not seen this issue without me being able to see the forum post. I will not be able to really help you with that.
Okay.
But I'll definitely find the forum post for you and send you the forum post.
Yeah, that would be cool. I've been searching for like, compile report or namespace already contains some of the words from the error message, and I just don't see anything coming up.
Okay.
And also I put this in the general Slack channel too. That's where Heath picked it up and gave me a couple pointers, but that was Wednesday night.
Okay. I'll definitely look at that and get back to you.
Okay.
On that one, Jeff.
All right, that'd be cool. Thank you.
So right now I have two follow-ups, one with the JavaScript issue and the other one with the namespace issue. Is there any other questions that we might have? Well, Sabrina, if there's no more questions, you want to give everybody their time back today?
I think that'd be great.
Well, just so everybody knows, Sabrina did post in the chat, there will be no lunch and learns next week as we have a lot of corporate meetings next week. There will be no lunch and learns next week. I hope everybody had a happy holidays and happy new year.
Thanks, Tyler. Same to you.